Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. We're on the planet Nodacrux. We're in the Vostok system of the Maroon Sea cluster. This is a cluster that just opened up after Pharos was done. We're here because we found a terminal on Pharos that told us about samples having been sent here. It was originally called an Investigate Facility, and now it's ExoGeni Facility, and it's been renamed because Joker let us know that there was a distress call coming from here. And indeed, it's coming from the some sort of research facility founded by ExoGeni. So no surprise there. And I can only imagine what kind of enemies we're going to face in there. Yeah. This one's blinking. This is a new assignment also. We just got this one right after we first engaged with that galaxy map at the end of the last episode. And that's because we had crossed over the threshold needed to receive the Paragon assignment. And that's this one, Besieged Base. Biotic fanatics have taken over a medical station and drugged innocent researchers to serve as human shields. You must eliminate the biotics while minimizing innocent casualties. That's in Hades Gamma, so it's not far from here, but we're going to hang out in the northeastern quadrant of the galaxy for now. So it'll be a little bit before we get there. Anyway, we leveled up. We leveled up a number of times since the last time we saw Tali. Let's see, it looks like we were putting points into... Yeah, I'm just going to keep buffing defense for her. Little extra shields. Sure, why not? Yeah, she'll be in her shotgun for the rest of the game. Alright, and we can see enemies over here, so let's head over there now. And yeah, you can see from here what we're dealing with. These are creepers. And you can hear them too. Let's make sure that I've got the right rounds. I'm in Shredder. Garrus will be using high explosive on his sniper, and Tali will be using high explosive on her shotgun. So, looks like we're good. Sure. Yes, everyone's using the right gun. Sweet. Of course, I think I still have 3 grenades too, don't I? Assuming I didn't change the loadout, it should still be the Thorian gas. Aw, guess he was too far away.
Perimeter secured.
So what are creepers doing here? I mean, is that the sample that was provided by ExoGeni? Sure seems that way so far.
Redeploy.
Why are they running away? Oh, they must have lost sight of us and they just go back to the spawn point. Creepers are weird. So I'm down to 1 grenade.
All targets down.
I suppose I could go all the way back to the Exodus cluster. Oh! Haven't heard that sound in a while. I forgot that was here. Yeah. Arachnite song. I think I have enough Omnigel. I don't need to be hacking anymore. And probably all of that would be made into Omnigel too. But I'm still going to chase ore, of course. I do want to level up, get to level 58 before the end of this game, so Now, Nodacrux, the key to driving in a way that doesn't want to make you rage quit is to find these rivers of green, of course, that suggest a less steep route. Because that deep blue right there, that is not scalable. But little patches like this, that's okay. Of course, this ore is going to be way at the bottom, isn't it? Of course. Yes. On a 2D map, the ore is close, but on a 3D map, it's still far away. Isn't it amazing how well the Mako clings to things? We ought to be tumbling down, headed for a quite horrible crash, but nope. Nice and gentle all the way down. Of course, we're not going back up that way, are we?
En route.
It's a big deposit of gold. Oh, that's right. I said I wouldn't hack, but forget on the minerals. You have to do the mini game. There's no Omnigel ability, which kind of makes sense, I guess. All right, so that was that. So we have the facility. Okay, you know what? Where we want to go is here and here. I think there's also another ore. I don't have my maps with me anymore. It's somewhere down in here. But we're not going to traverse back what we did. We're just going to head off the map here. And the Joker bring us back. Alright, this way. Yeah, so I kind of went a roundabout way there. I took the little road and then took a sharp right. Once we were went past those really tall mountains, but it is a really less painful way to get up here than to go straight through. That straight through method where you come in from down up here, that is really painful. Mako does not like scaling that path. Anyway, I think it's a pretty easy shot to the facility now. You can see the facility from here, though it's too far away for us to focus on. But yeah, there's creepers running around in there too, which is nice because at least they're not sniping at us from this distance and actually hitting us.
Moving out.
One last grenade. Well spent,
clear.
I think. I think that was Tali's shotgun
On my way.
that connected with that first creeper. Alright, we are inside. So yes, we're going to be facing creepers again here shortly. Ooh, high explosive rounds, 9. Let's see, who am I going to give that to? I don't know which one of these I'll be running around more with. Yeah. Sure, why not? Alright, so one of the things I like to do here is let my squad mates do the work. But the only way this works, the only way you even have a chance at just letting your squad mates do the work is to have them keep moving. And the only way to keep them moving is that you have to keep moving. So I'm going to do a quick save here. And you'll see how I handle this. We'll see if this works. I don't need the grenade. Oh, I still have a grenade. It must be I just picked up one.
Kill them all.
So in case we need it. I will have my finger on the metagel though. I'll probably need it. Cause you'll be hearing them. Oh, you know what I should be doing? I should be damping too occasionally. And I'll keep them quiet for a while. I've lost one of them already. There's Garrus right there. I can't tell if that was fun or not. Certainly it's a different way to do this. I guess I was expecting to see way more creepers just flying about. I mean, it's not like there weren't any flying about. I just thought there'd be like piles of them. But anyway, we got it done. Garrus only needed a little bit of a lie down. Alright. Probably the distress call's coming from in here.
Rescuers? Oh, thank God. See? I told you somebody would come to investigate that signal. My name is Dr. Ross, Chief ExoGeni Researcher at this facility. We've been trapped in this room for days. We're almost out of food and water. You got here just in time.
Not so fast. First you're gonna tell me why this place is overrun with Thorian creepers.
How do you know about the Thorian?
I know what ExoGeni was up to. I saw what they let the Thorian do to those colonists, so I destroyed it.
Our secret's out then. No point in my lying. You already know the worst. The creepers here were created using altered samples from the specimens on Pharos. We discovered a way to turn them into docile, obedient servants. Everything was going fine until a few days ago. Then all the creepers suddenly went berserk. Only a handful of us made it back into the safety of this room.
Why didn't you send a clear message asking for help? All we had was that signal from the emergency beacon.
This is a closed communications base. ExoGeni was worried about someone on the project selling secrets to a rival firm or reporting our work to the authorities. We have no direct communication with the outside, only the emergency beacon. It sends a general distress signal to the ExoGeni site on Pharos. They're supposed to send a team to respond inside of 24 hours, but it sounds like they had problems of their own.
Any chance some of the other people at the base might still be alive?
I doubt it. Too many creepers out there. They never stood a chance. We're the only ones left.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Maybe there was still some kind of link between the creepers and the Thorian back on Pharos. The Thorian was unlike any other life form we've ever studied. I can't explain how, but maybe when it died, it somehow set off the creepers here.
I suppose, although you have to wonder why the Thorian, if it had control over the creepers, why it would allow them to behave like docile servants. I don't get that. Anyway.
I've heard all I need to.
Look, I know what we did here was wrong. I'll admit that. But it's over now. There's no sense reporting this to the authorities, right?
So we can ask her for a bribe, which is funny because she will actually pay us for it. Actually, that doesn't matter which way you pick, you still get offered the bribe.
Too many people died here. Their blood is on your hands.
Be reasonable. I didn't mean for this to happen. Besides, how does it help anyone if I end up in jail? Normally ExoGeni would have my back, but it sounds like they're going to have their hands full cleaning up the mess on Pharos. But I've got money. A nice little emergency fund I set up. It's yours if you let us go.
So if you go to the wiki and you see the write-up for this assignment, at least as of July 2017, it says that you get 6,000 credits, which I never heard of. I mean, that just strikes me as a bizarre thing to write down and not have fixed a long time ago. Because the money in this game is, unless they actually state in the dialogue how much you get, which is what happens there on Poor Hanshan, the money scales with your level. So right now, being a fairly high-level shepherd, we would get tens of thousands of credits. But of course, I have millions of credits. I'm already, at the point where I could easily reach that 10 million mark where you can't even go any higher. So of course not. Of course we're not going to pick that. But we have two choices otherwise if we don't want the bribe. Either we can say, okay, we're going to fight you. And we're going to say that in a way that's gentle and Paragon-y. We'll get a Paragon. Or we can say, no, we're going to fight you, and we'll say it in a way that's rude, I guess. And you get 9 Renegade. It's kind of a goofy thing, but...
This isn't about money. It's about justice. Blood for blood.
That's not going to happen. Open fire. Open fire!
Go, go, go!
That's what I wanted to see more of. ExoGeni's second-rate mercs proved no match for a trained Alliance Marine. With the last of the science crew dead, there's no reason to linger here. Well, there's this technician kit, there's a wetware kit,
That's the last of them.
there's a malfunctioning oven, there's plenty of reason to stay here. Ooh, Savant 9, hooray, I think that's my second biotic amp Savant. I still don't think I have any. Actually, I can check, because if I had a Savant Omni tool, I'd be wearing it. And I don't. I'm still using the Nexus 3 from our very first mission off the Citadel. Alright. We did use some Metagel during the fight, so I'll restock there. And the journal should be updated too now. The colonists were killed by the Thorian creepers, part of an experiment by an ExoGeni researcher. After destroying the creepers, you made sure the ones responsible paid for their crimes. Of course, the place is I think those barrels are not stacked like that when you arrive here. I didn't actually take a peek, but usually they get restacked when you come out for some reason. Alright, and then there is this anomaly up here. And I think, if I remember, oh, and also this. That's right, if I remember correctly, oh no, it's easiest to go this way. But then from here to here, it's much easier to go around this way than to try to go around this way. And I'm going to miss this car. I'm not going to miss all this inventory though. Alright, and then lastly here. And yeah, even though... Yeah, you want to go... Oh, I forgot about Space Cows. Even though it's directly through there, you definitely don't want to go up through there or through there. That is very painful. Unlike the other herd of space cows, this one doesn't have a shifty looking cow, so no fun here. Just the funky weirdness of what evolutionary path did these guys go on to have 6 limbs, basically 4 walking and 2 hands. Anyway. A unique looking creature.
Heading out.
This escape pod is half buried in material that has washed down from the mountains. Though it has obviously been here for centuries, the computer still has power. Linking in with your hard suit, you recover a batch of files containing the data on the Thracia colony. It's got to be a geothermal tie-in to the power, right? I mean, what battery would hold on to power that long? We're not really in the sun, although there's plenty of light here. I don't know. Anyway, but so yeah, no Nodacrux with by figuring out ways to either find the rivers of green or being willing to go around and find different ways to get to things. It's not so bad driving here, though. I mean, the best way to do Nodacrux is to not care about all this stuff outside here and just go right to your objective, and that's really easy. But anyway, we're done here. Alright, and I don't think we leveled up there, right? No, we didn't. Which means we can move on. We head to another one of these systems here. Let's look at my notes again. We are headed to Metano next, which is over here. Two asteroid belts, one blink? No, I see. Did I see two blinkers, or is that just a one? Oh, there are two blinkers. For some reason, I thought the Therum was the only place that had two blinkers, but I guess not. Inti is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of ammonia and helium. Its surface is mainly composed of sodium oxide with deposits of magnesium. Its density is rather low, leaving the planet tide-locked to Metano. Inti is an unremarkable world, drawing little more than a cursory scan for surface pirate anchorages when Alliance patrols enter the system. It's hot. Chaska is where we're going. Metal-rich asteroid. While scanning this asteroid field in the Herschel system, you discover a large deposit of platinum. Oops. Ilapa? Ilapa is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with an unusual ruby color caused by contaminants in the atmosphere. The world has over 120 moons, one of the highest totals of all known systems. Once full development of Chaska colony begins, a helium-3 refining infrastructure will be developed in the Ilapa system, concentrated on the large ice moon of Coniraya. Alright. Apo. A craggy world of igneous and basaltic mountains. Apo is racked by constant geologic activity. While volcanic hotspots are rare, continental plates are constantly piling up new mountains, subducting old ones, or causing slips along transform faults. Apo has a dense atmosphere composed of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Due to the constant earthquakes and landslide activity, surface exploration is not advised. The rubble-covered wrecks of a half-dozen expeditionary ships stand in mute testament to the planet's instability. And it's cold here to boot. Where's that other blinker right there? A rocky asteroid. This asteroid has an unusually sculpted and artistic appearance with many long sweeping curves. You'd think they'd give you a different picture. Protein data disk. While scanning the asteroid field in the Metano system, you discovered a badly damaged ship. The recon team had found no survivors on board, but they did find a protein data disk. Supay has the composition of an ice dwarf planet, but is unusually large for such a body. It has trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The frozen surface is dotted with deposits composed of potassium and light metals, brought to the surface by cryovolcanic processes. Supay's icy surface was often used as a source of potable water by passing merchant vessels. Since the Alliance claimed the inner system world of Chaska, satellites placed in orbit automatically bill any vessel landing on the world for the mass of water removed from the surface. ExoGeni has had a difficult time keeping these satellites operational. They often meet with accidents caused by impacts with jettisoned ship debris. That's pretty neat. While scanning this planet, you detected a large deposit of magnesium. Alright, that leaves Chaska. Chaska is a large but low-density world, fundamentally similar to its inner neighbor Inti. Like Inti, Chaska is tightly locked to Metano. The same side always faces the sun, resulting in a scorching day side and a frozen night side. In the temperate areas around the Terminator, temperatures average around 30 Celsius. Combined with nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, the slender band of habitable terrain allows limited colonization by humans. Chaska's ring is unique. It appears to be, for lack of a better term, a massive piece of alien installation art. The rings are made of small pieces of synthetic material and are almost invisible from space. From the ground, they catch and scatter the light of Metano in picturesque ways. It is not known who created the ring or when. I think I mentioned this in Anya's playthrough, because I remembered this, the notion that you have light scattering going on, but yet somehow it's invisible from space. I mean, light reflecting should be visible anywhere. I mean, unless it's somehow being all directed to one place, but it should be kind of random, I would think. Anyway, Chaska is very early development, with little more than a few pioneer teams scattered across the surface. Information is being collated about native hazards and ecology, while a massive colonist recruiting drive is gearing up back on Earth. 2183, so it's just been founded. it is a bit warm here. Alright, this is where we're headed. Alright, and let's keep Talia. Let's bring in some more biotics in this one. Yes, one thing you could say about the worlds out beyond Pharos, the worlds of the Maroon Sea clusters, that they are craggy and green, which does make driving them both difficult and easy. I mean, the rivers of green is a really easy thing to find here. So, anyway, we are here, and so we'll stop for now. We'll pick up the story in the next episode, of course. So we'll pick up the story from right here next time.